Hi everyone, I'm Laura from Kin, and today I'm going to show you how to make ghee. If you've never heard of ghee, it's a clarified butter. So we take a good quality, meaning organic and grass-fed, unsalted butter, and we slowly heat it down to separate the milk solids from the fat. And that fat that we're left over with is ghee. Ghee originated in ancient Egypt and India and is mainly used in Indian cuisine and Ayurvedic medicine. Because ghee is a really good quality saturated fat, it's an excellent and safe fat to use for any high heat cooking. It has a really high smoke point. So roasting, frying, baking, and I personally love using it for making stovetop popcorn. Also, when it's more in its liquid form, I drizzle it over a salad, I rub it onto my skin, it has anti-inflammatory properties, and I add heaping spoonfuls of it to my hot elixirs. It's the secret weapon in our hot elixirs, and if you're interested in learning how to make one of those, our super coffee, you can check that out on kin.co. So let's get making this, and I can show you the process as we go. I'm going to turn on our little hot plate here to medium heat, and we're going to add a pound of butter. This is, again, an organic grass-fed butter. Whoa! And what we'll do is we'll slowly heat this down. I can turn it up a little to speed the process up slightly. We're going to melt this down until it becomes a liquid, and then we can turn the temperature down a little bit so it's just simmering away for about 15 to 20 minutes, and that's when the clarification is going to happen. So the milk solids will drop to the bottom of the pot, and we'll see a lot of foam and bubbles forming on the top that I'll continue to skim off, and that's mostly just moisture coming out of the dairy. So I've skimmed this off a good 4 or 5 times, and I'm going to give it a final skim. Don't stress if you still see bubbles on the top of your ghee. It's okay. When we pour it off into our jar, we can use either a fine mesh sieve or a little bit of cheesecloth, and that'll catch any excess bubbles that we didn't get off with our spoon. Now we know our ghee is ready when it's pretty much completely see-through, so I can see the bottom of the pot here. I can see some of the milk solids have settled to the bottom of the pot. And it's a really nice golden yellow color. And I don't really want it to go beyond this color into the brown territory, or else it ends up tasting a little bit more caramelized than I want. Alrighty, that's good. We're going to pour it off now. I'm going to pour the ghee off now into a heat-safe glass jar. I'm just using a mason jar. Let's see how my, whoa, a little bit of a miss, that's okay. So you can see some of the bubbles and foam on the top in this jar. When we cool this, that'll be really easy to scrape off. It's also not going to hurt you. Okay, so there we go, and you can see the bottom of the pot has a little bit of browning on it, and that is the milk protein, so that's the casein, and also the milk sugars, the lactose, have all stuck to the bottom. All right, what we're left with is this yellow, golden, beautiful ghee. This is our fat that we're going to use for all of those different purposes I mentioned earlier. Ghee is best stored in the fridge. If you're in northern climates and it's already pretty cool in the house, then it's probably fine in the pantry, especially if you're using it pretty often and it's not sitting for really extended periods of time. But certainly in the fridge in an airtight container and uncontaminated, so every time you go in, use a clean spoon, it can last for 3 to 6 months. It's really shelf stable. So here we have the very liquid form of ghee. Obviously it's super hot, it's just come out of the pot. This is often at room temperature as well. So this is really easy to drizzle onto a salad or to put onto your skin. Otherwise, if it's chilled, it's more like a butter. It's more solid. So I hope that you enjoyed learning how to make ghee at home. We would love to hear how your experience went, so please share it with us. For all other holistic lifestyle inspiration, you can follow us on Instagram at Kinsight. And if you enjoyed learning how to do a little kitchen hack like making ghee, then visit kin.co for more recipe and nutrition tutorials. Thanks so much for joining and have a great day.